Hey everyone, WW2 here, and welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. Alright, well I have some Lancasters here. I can start working on these Yamatos. I don't think there's any harbor or anything like that in Saipan. Although they will still heal at an annoying rate. Okay, so we're just gonna beat the tar out of Canton as much as we possibly can this turn. I don't think he has any planes that I particularly need to worry about, so we're just going to try to take it back. Well, back. We're going to try to take it. This will be the first city that Japan has, aside from the islands, that we will take before... that we are not retaking. That they have owned the whole time. I don't like that it keeps on wanting me to use those. Somehow, the Dutch transport is still alive. I'm curious where it's going to go. If it attacks this island, I will do my best to support them. No sign of that transport fleet. The Yamato didn't go in here, did it? Should check. I don't think it did. No. Man, this city's being put under a lot. Okay, we're getting close to wearing down the last of its defenders. Japan, like I've said, is probably the weakest of the 5 major nations that are in the game. But their cities... I mean, this is the sort of garrison that I expect to find in most all of them. Because they make their guys quickly, and their infantry, while far from the best, are not the worst. And so they can actually take a beating before going down. Okay. I do have Spitfires in here. I don't think there's any Japanese left to worry about, other than what's in here. They can't have many more. that's it. There we go. Now, just for observation purposes, you are going to go here. Oh wow, he just has some of the weak infantry. I'm gonna try to kill this tank. One more? Awesome. Oh, not that one. Can they make it all the way to India? Man, they can. Okay, and you should be able to make it a truck. Perfect. Oh, man. I always forget. It takes so long to get my Spitfires out of there. Okay, so those are all more food as well. I guess I could go irrigate them. So many unnecessary transport losses. I actually... Well, I'll get him at the end of the turn. Okay, so we want to sink this thing. This Bismarck. If I'm not confident that we can take out the other one too, I'm not even going to try. Okay, I don't think I need to do anything else with that. Oh yeah, Prince Rupert. That's pretty much finished as far as building goes. And Calgary, we've already finished there too. Vancouver can probably use a little more. Okay, and that's it for this place, I think. He's getting that. Oh, there is this. No, that's straight 2 over, isn't it? Yeah, no, it can't work that. Such a weird sound effect for them. I think Cromwells sound the same way. Let's see. Those are all being worked. Okay, so both of these cities are basically finished. Yeah, putting extra on those sheep must adversely affect the food. Putting a mine, I mean. Alright, our fleet has arrived. So I'm starting to doubt that we'll see those Bismarcks show up over here. They must be going out to conflict with American ships, because the Americans on this sort of a difficulty level will build C2 battleships and C3 carriers, and just sort of launch them across the Atlantic Ocean in waves. And, of course, Germany can't get any subs out there to deal with them, so they're probably sending out Bismarcks to do it. Because they're so far from a port, if they get caught at the wrong time with a large pile of C3 or C2 battleships, those things will sink a Bismarck, no problem. At least a bunch of them will. They're not quite as strong as a Bismarck, but they're pretty close. Okay, we'll fortify all of them. One more. Everything except the Valentines, Matilda, the Gurkha. I don't want them fortified, but I don't think they'll actually be fortified. He's almost used all his movement anyway, you take it. Alright, let's wake up our forces and get them moving. Anzacs will join those guys, as will my commando. Ooh, that might be better. They can still attack next turn, they'll just have to move here first. I don't think I'll need too much to take that city. I don't intend to attack it until I've pretty much cleared out all of its defenders with my planes and ships. But, I'll have a couple of spares, because once they're done with that, they might move on to this one. And I'll take them both. And then they might stand by to attack that. As long as I'm wiping out their defenders, I won't need anything more than the bare minimum. The paratroopers are really just there as, insurance. Okay. Now, for this thing. Let's wake up them first. Last time you guys did great. You're doing not as great. Okay, they took a couple hit points off of it. I'm assuming it's within clear range of enemy fighters. Okay, it's got a U-boat right under it. I've got enough 1941 destroyers. I don't need to baby my 1939s anymore, so if I've got to use them, I will. Okay, it should also be marginally less annoying to go through all of this stuff, now that I've cleared out most of the infantry. I'll probably need some more flak, too. Once I'm satisfied with my number of transports I've got, or tanks, I'll have someone produce some flak, and they'll move with my ground forces once we invade. Okay, and then there's a second Bismarck that I believe is in Amsterdam. I wonder if this thing is coming here to try and hold this position. That didn't go great. Where's that regular heavy cruiser? Oh, this one. Not the Prince of Wales. Do I have 3 or 4 of them over here? I think it's just 3. No, 4. Prince of Wales, Duke of York, King George V, and the Anson are all over here, and then the Howe is on the other side. If that thing does, if the second one goes roaring through towards the other side, it's only got 8 movement. It will not be able to get past. Or I don't think it will stay within German fighter cover. And then my Lancasters will take it out. Hopefully. If not, they should do enough damage to it that the Howe can step in and finish the job. Come on, guys. Please, just deal actual damage. Just a couple more points. I only need to even the odds well enough for one of my King George V's to deal a couple of points. Also, just to be clear, in the actual war, it was not this difficult to sink a Bismarck. The Bismarck. Or, well, I guess there were 2 of those classes of ships. It was a handful. That's definitely true. But, the British fleet caught it, and a couple of them attacked it. The fight was over pretty fast, realistically speaking, because it got its main, I don't know if they call it a rudder. Basically, the thing that steers a giant ship got hit right out of the gate. Which kept it from running, which was the Bismarck's real advantage. It was faster than everyone. No one could catch that thing. And so it came rolling up to fight the others, and its rudder got damaged, so it was only able to sail in circles. And then it was surrounded by enemy ships, which just pounded it over into the dirt. It took forever for it to sink, but it was already beaten by the time they started bombarding it. People often think they had a little more firepower than they did, because it took out the Prince of Wales in one shot. I think it was the Prince of Wales. But that was because the Prince of Wales had a structural flaw in its upper deck. It was like one not reinforced plate that guarded the ammo depot, and the shot went right through that thing. It was basically just a little opening, and the shell passed right through it, went right into the thing's ammo, and detonated everything, and the ship went up immediately, like a tinderbox, because it just exploded. It wasn't really because of the Bismarck's firepower, it was because of faulty engineering for the ship it was attacking. Which is not to say it wasn't a very formidable ship, it was. It just wasn't what most people think it was. Alright, I'm hoping he's going to deploy them. Mountain infantry. I'm going to have to wipe those guys out. I'm hoping he's going to deploy those to try and keep guarding these, and I can just thin out all of his tanks. Italy. He's only got 5 left, so he's got 1 that's not in that stack. I take them out, and that's it. It won't matter anyway. He doesn't have much, and he's sort of trapped here. I may not even have to deal with the actual fortresses over here, because if I just take all of his cities, he's out anyway. Okay. So next turn, I'm going to try to... I'm not sure which one I'm going to hit hardest. That thing can't even attack this turn, so I don't want to go crazy here. And I need more workers over here just to... They could put a road like right on that square, and we'd be fine. I want to take this one, but if it takes everything I got to get this city, I'll give it another turn. Actually, I don't even think my Blackburns can reach that. We'll see. Actually, I don't think he's got a Yamato close enough to cause us any trouble. They only have 2 movement. Never mind. Yeah, we'll just wait it out a turn. There's no other pressing threats, right? I just sunk a Type 7 and a Type 9. Does Germany not have any more of those? 4 Bismarcks. That's not good. It's got a U-boat. I'm not sure which one. Probably a Type 7 out somewhere. Well, I'm hoping that the Bismarck will go sailing over here. It might sink that. If it does, it's no big deal. I'm not even using that one. And if it does, then it'll be in range of a handful of Lancasters. And maybe even Blackburns. Only if it stays there. I guess there's no point speculating. Let's just see what they do. Frickin' Portugal and Turkey. What are you guys doing? Well, at least the Dutch are doing something. It's not a very helpful something. It'd be hilarious if they took that city, though. Seriously, where are you guys going? Maybe the Japanese are actually swarming that city? Because I always forget, the Japanese are at war with the Communist Chinese. Maybe they've gone through Russia, or across the Chinese mountains. They're heading towards that Communist Chinese city right there, the capital. Or not the capital, the other one. And the Persians are going to fight their men. It could be that. I'm confused. Of course, all of them are succeeding. Ah, there it is. Nope, that thing is sticking to the coast. They're trying to avoid us. Ah, dang it. I'm gonna have to try and bomb one if I want to. Ooh. Oh boy. Never mind. We may not be taking any cities this turn. I might be using my entire fleet to sink more of these things. Not my entire fleet, my entire air force. Ah! Where? Why? Where are you going? They're just going right through Persia. I'm not at war with them, am I? I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure they demanded stuff and I gave it to them. Boy, I don't like this at all. They must be going to invade Persia, or Turkey. Is that a communist Chinese infantry? Oh, those cities auto-produce those. I forgot about that. And they must auto-produce for whoever holds them, even if it's not communist China. That panics me a little bit. I do not like Russia having that many guys right there, because that city is relatively undefended. I'm assuming they're going to attack Turkey. And I would love to intervene, but we are a little busy at the moment. I just don't have any men that are able to do that. What'd that produce? Oh, a Marine. Does that mean I'm getting a paratrooper this turn too? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I would love to use you guys. Where's that Spitfire? Bunch of damaged Spitfires. Okay, yeah, we'll try to finish off his tanks. Surprised he even has the resources to build them. He actually doesn't. He needed that. And now he doesn't have that. So So I take these out, he's got to trade for oil. And I don't think Germany has much to spare. If I remember right, Germany's oil reserves are very limited. I'm probably going to move them next turn over to here, just as insurance. Yeah, that's a communist infantry. 4-8. They are so bad. That marine is scary. As are those. The Soviet tank divisions aren't very strong, but they can definitely be annoying. And when there's that many of them, they'll kill anything. I will spare one of them to kill that. Unless it's going to take two. Okay. Now, I don't think we can sink all three of these this turn, but if my numbers go well, I might be able to take out two. If we keep destroying them as they show up, he won't be able to produce them fast enough. You know, the problem with using fighters to bomb is not their low attack, it's their low rate of fire. Even if you have a low attack, if I had a rate of fire of 15 and an attack of 1, That's still 15 chances to roll remotely improbable, which is pretty good, all things considered. The problem with using fighters is they have a combination of both a low bombard and a low rate of fire. So you try once to hit them with terrible odds, basically. It can be sort of frustrating. Okay, I'm not going to throw anything else at that other Yamato, because we can't kill it this turn. So I might as well just focus on it next turn. If I have any remaining planes, I should try to use them on this. We might be able to take this. Oh, that didn't work well. Never mind. Here, you guys just go here. I can keep them there. Eventually, we'll get large enough to actually... Our numbers here will build up enough that we can sink them all. Is he working on the last one? Yeah, it looks like it. If Russia does go to war with us, I really don't want them taking these cities because of inadequate defenses. Okay, I gotta think about what to do over here in Europe. None of them have airports. Just that one. I'm gonna put it there. Okay, your Spitfires aren't super handy at the moment. You can build Valentines. How fast can you build Valentines? 3 turns? Do it. Okay, I could have him continue working. I'm going to send him up here to deal with this pollution, though. He works real slow, and he can deal with pollution fast. Okay, so these guys... We're all just going to move here. That way we're at least on a road. And we're going to prepare next turn, hopefully. We should be able to actually fight. way I'll be able to use my Valentine if I need to. Worst case scenario, I'm not in dire need of my paratroopers or commandos in Japan, so I can send them off. Oh good. Man, why did I move everyone already? Forgot I still had to use these guys. Oh well, they can get the job started. Stop hitting the citizens. Oh, a new one. Great. Again, now you're in starvation. I do not understand how that keeps happening. Does it take less food to grow than it does to sustain? That's the only thing I can come up with. No, I don't actually have that many of them. Thought I had more than that. Okay, I have a bunch of Spitfires, and many of them are doing nothing. He's barely even trying to bomb us anymore. I'm going to pull 3 off of here. You guys are going to start trying to intercept. Or get intercepted. I'm sure he has fighter cover in a couple of different locations that will defend him. Try to take like 5 of them from here. Oh, good job. These might be weak Messerschmitts too. If I can pierce his fighter cover, I will bomb Antwerp as well. Try to finish off whatever's left. Okay, that's it. Wake up the Blackburns. We'll try to take him down, and then I'll use my Lancasters and see what else we can do. He might emergency rush a bunch of fighters over there, which could be perfect for us. And if we can establish air dominance, he's never getting a Bismarck through here again. Now, it's possible that Brussels has some guys in it who can defend Antwerp, and so bombing Antwerp might not work out super well. The thing is, though, I just don't know where his fighters are. Let's see. Yeah, he's got more of them. Excellent. Let's finish these suckers off. As many as we can. I don't want to send my ships out, because I know he has another Bismarck or two just flying around. I don't think any of them escaped, right? I sunk that one, I sunk the other one. He had another parked somewhere, I thought. No, there's one down here, that's right. That one is going to get away, because I don't think we can catch him. I've got a couple Lancasters, but it wouldn't be enough. Okay. More fighters. Man, he's got a lot of these things. Hate those guys. Okay, well, we lost some planes, but we took out some of his, and we took out a Bismarck, which made it worth it. Now, hopefully, I can just keep him from getting his men reestablished. He has a lot of Messerschmitts. Yeah, man, a lot of them. And those 109Fs are actually a handful, as was very clear there. 1211. Yeah, much better than my Spitfires in every way. And he can produce them probably faster than I can. The question is, where is he putting them? Because if they're in the wrong spot, he can't really use them for defensive purposes. At least we took out more Italian, what do you call them, tanks. That makes me happy. I'm not going to bother with that yet. I do still have my Gurkhas. Yeah, these guys are full health, though. That's just not wise. Belfast's 8 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, they can attack. Why not? Yeah, they couldn't make it there and back. They can hit Hainan and then retreat. Got another fighter. Or two. Okay. Well, we may take that next turn. I am not sure. Depends on what else he's got. Those are Persian. Yeah, so these guys must be coming up here to fight Japan or around Kashgar. That's the only explanation I can come up with there. As for the Soviets, they have to be gearing up to attack the Turks, because they're not at war with anyone, are they? Yeah, I mean, they're friends with us and they're friends with the Axis. They're not at war with Turkey yet, but I think they probably will be pretty soon here. That'll finish next turn. I think it's funny that Colombia has a fleet at all. Probably shouldn't be funny, but I don't know. All the South American countries have fleets, even though they're basically useless. Like, they don't do anything with them. Okay, so he still has 8 Chihas. He's still got that 1 Deval, and then a handful of their zeros. I think those are zeros. Hold on. Okay, 127 nates. No, these are nates. These are not zeros. Zeros are actually a handful. I don't know what the numbers for the front of them are. Ugh, I hate those. I'm glad Germany doesn't have those yet. They get them way later. Alright, let's hop over to next turn. Oh, holy cow. Argentina took out Chile. I have never seen that. That guy's not escaping. Yamato's going to sink him and then take cover in Hainan. I think what I might do, yes, focus all my effort on taking him on, and then whatever I have left can just bludgeon Hainan and kill that, and possibly make it suitable for taking as well. I could take away any sort of harbor near my captured areas. That way their ships can't keep moving around. Plus, it gives me a good sight line for pretty much everything that they try to send out there. I still haven't seen that transport fleet get back, so either it moved in under my nose, or it's still down there. Which means when it comes back, if I have that city, I will see it, and it won't be able to get away. I want to sink their transports before they have a chance to use them again. At least if I see one coming for Guam, I can shoot it down. I suppose if Russia invades us down here as well, France will help us. Not a whole lot, but their tanks are strong enough. They can counteract Russian forces. Not a bad call. It's gotta be in that city off the coast. I think. However you pronounce it. So I'm gonna take that out. You're gonna use your Chihas as garrisons. Hi. Oh. Okay, those guys are a handful. Come on, just kill him. Dang it. Another paratrooper. I think that's the last of the units Italy will consider expendable. Oh, that was loud. Yeah, they're going for Turkey. They're going to declare war on Turkey and just start taking cities. They're going to wipe them out. Russia is a very conquering force. They'll take everything that's near them. They'll probably go to war with the Norwegians before too long. Take all of their cities too. I do not want to tell him to get out, because if I do, his people will attack. And I don't have the forces over here necessary to repel an attack. Awesome. Okay, I could get more Lancasters, but I think I want more Valentines. Yeah, go for that. Oh, this place doesn't even have a harbor yet. Yeah, just for good measure, we're going to try to wipe out the remaining towers, too. Now that he's no longer garrisoning them, I have no reason to leave them intact. That guy needs to rest. New fighters. I wonder if there were any in Rotterdam. There's probably some in Amsterdam, so if I try to attack the ones in Rotterdam, they'll have defense. One of the keys to fighting the computer on this sort of a difficulty is to just constantly nip away at things that you can. Alright, so they'll build an overwhelming number of fighters. If you leave them alone, eventually it'll reach a point where it's going to be almost impossible to get rid of. But if you can fight them on equal footing in terms of numbers and units, you can, what's the word I'm looking for here? You can all basically ensure that your men usually survive and theirs don't. Later on, their numbers will make that not a reality. You'll both get hurt pretty badly. But, like at this point, he's got quite a few guys. If I can keep his fighters from getting to an unstoppable level, then by the time I go to really invade, it won't be that bad. Because he'll have been losing them this whole time, even though he has been building them pretty fast. Unfortunately, I didn't destroy any there, which is not great news. Okay, let's just use our Blackburns first. Ah. Well, that's too bad. Man, this is not going good in terms of bombing. Okay, he's only got a couple guys in there. That's what I want to kill him. Never mind, he's got quite a few in there. But I bombed him at the end of last turn, didn't I? So some of them were already at the bottom of the stack. Forgot about that. Ah yes, and then the Chihas. I think there's another one in there. And then, did a Yamato take cover inside? I can't remember. I think it did. That's an unworkable space. Alright, I'm pulling this guy back. He can go here and build a road so that we can more easily traverse. I knew bombing out those roads way in the past was going to come back to bite me. Cool. I guess he can just chill in the city. Aw, America's choked the passage. Hey, maybe they'll send a worker down through Mexico if I connect this road. So I don't see any T-34s or KV-1s, which are both Russian tanks, and they're both terrifying, and the Russians get them pretty quickly, because I'm pretty sure they're the same tech as like a Valentine. Communism is not very conducive to a learning environment, so they don't get new technology super fast, but they will get there eventually. Once they start getting those things, they will build them a lot, because they have a lot of cities, so they can support a lot of units. And those tanks are a handful. So, barring any unforeseen changes, we should be throwing most of our forces at Hainan next turn. If I were Japan, I'd probably be a little shocked that there were Canadian infantry pouring into my cities in China. Alright, so Amoy is ours. Okay, the Gurkhas can stay there for now. Just to make sure that Japan doesn't send something out to immediately kill my commando. Well, they honestly probably still can. If something could attack him. I don't think anything can, though. No, not as long as that square's untaken. Okay, you guys... I think this is probably a Chinese person. Yeah. So... they're not going to resist us. You guys just pour into the city, too. Okay, well, they did throw a fleet at Guam. My men repelled it, but I lost quite a few doing it. Those were Japanese Marines. They don't get those guys very often. They've only got one left and he's injured. By the time he's able to fight again, assuming he gets to the point where he can fight again, if that thing sails within range of my people, we are sinking it. All of these. Actually, let's see how many he has. 1 paratrooper. Means he's using them. 4 Japanese Marines. Yikes. And those guys, let's see. Where are they? Oh, there. Attack at 20. I did not know it was that high. And 2 movement and blitz. They're a handful. So, yeah, if they're using them, they will take this place eventually. I didn't know they had it that high. Once Guam gets another citizen, it'll be a little harder to take. Because that'll give us an extra defensive bonus. Because right now, yeah, it just counts as planes. Which gives you basically nothing. Panama. Okay. He has workers here. Okay, so they are trying to work on a road then. If they haven't already been doing it for a while. It's not that much. It's only from Veracruz down here. So I'll finish up here. That'll connect me with everything whenever they get done with their stuff. Assuming that they do. I'm going to wake up this Matilda. I'm going to rush over here. I just want to be sure that my flanks are covered. That's the advantage to this place. It's surrounded by forest, so if one thing gets polluted, you can just jump to another one. I believe I've got a pollution here. And we've been so taken by all of the fun bombing and ship battles. Yeah, we missed one. Well, we didn't really miss him, but I didn't see him coming. Cool. Let's just wake you up and jump under that. I can pull him back at any point. The Germans don't have any U-boats that ever get through the channel, pretty much at all. Okay, so next turn I don't think I'm going to be able to bomb this. He's going to have put people in Brussels and probably Rotterdam, and they're going to reestablish their defensive lines as far as planes go. I just don't have enough people to match him. His men are too strong, and he has too many of them. He's only got 2 Bismarcks, though. I think one of them jumped into Amsterdam, and the other one is down here. I've seen them both. If this thing jumps out, attacks, and then runs for Antwerp, or Brest, I don't think it'll make it. And hopefully I have enough Lancasters to sink it. I have a decent number of them. Depending on what the other one does, I might be able to get it, I might not. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And then I think next turn I'll pull these Lancasters out and put them over here, just in case. I think we've pretty effectively demolished most of Italy's remaining powers. Do they even have any paratroopers or anything? They have 4 of those planes, 1 of those things. Still got 1 tank, no paratroopers or marines, and of course no ships. So I don't think I have to worry about it too heavily. Alright. Let's jump to next turn and see what happens. I should remember to kick Portugal and Turkey out. I have no reason to leave them here. Yeah, whatever. Thanks, America. Interesting. That guy just took a step back. I wonder if he's going to clear the way and let my workers through. Or if he's going to send a bunch of workers down to go do that. Okay. That destroyer is just showing up there to hold that choke point. Which I'm okay with. It does keep me from getting any water support over there, but I've got subs to deal with incoming ships, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. The other one will likely go for the destroyer underneath it. Dang it, he can make it to cover. I don't like that. Jerk. Ah, whatever. I don't have anything in there. Attack a second time. Oh, never mind. I'll just kill that guy. Okay, well, there goes that marine. They're on their way out. I think they're going to go to a mainland Japanese island, which means they're going to get out of my view. China is no longer on the defensive, though. Not much, at least. So their infantry are just going to keep on harassing Japanese ground forces while I keep taking cities. Yeah, they're going to declare war on Turkey. Yeah, just FYI, never, ever give Russia a rite of passage, and this is the exact reason why. If you do, same thing if you're Russia and you're playing with Germany right next to you, don't give them a rite of passage. Germany or Russia, whichever one you're not at war with, will send their units into your territory like this, and then declare war in the middle of it. I've seen them do it many times. If you're Germany, really your only option is to put up a wall of units along the border, because Russia will walk people in without a rite of passage, and will force you to kick them out or declare war. Or you leave them alone, and they walk in and declare war. Your only real option is to not give them the choice of getting their men inside. If you can keep them from doing that, generally you can keep them from going to war. But that's a lot easier said than done. Okay, I don't think I have to keep shipping Spitfires down to Cagliari at the moment. It should have enough people to hold its own. Okay, get a research lab. Yeah, now that we've taken a, as far as the game is concerned, native Japanese city, they're going to start complaining. Okay, I'm not really here to play this one. Do want to do this before I forget. Okay, so we got a Yamato there and a wounded one here. This one I might not bother too much with this turn, if I can. It depends. We'll see. I'm gonna just bludgeon this city into the ground, to the best of my ability. And then after that, like depending on how much that takes, we'll try to take it, and use our remaining guys to hit this thing. I won't be able to attack this for a turn or two, because I'm going to need to move my Blackburns up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, they should be able to hit all 3 of these cities. And Shanghai's a big one. So if we take that, we can push them back even farther. Okinawa's going to be tricky, because of how far away it is. We're going to run into that issue for most of the Japanese mainland. But if we can push them as far as Shanghai, or Nanking, both of those cities are big deals over here. That's where most of their production takes place. These ones, too, are also pretty big. Japan must have forces up here. I find it weird that they would be up there, though, if they haven't taken that city, or this one. Only infantry would be able to get that far. The tanks, it'd just take them forever to get across any hills or anything, and they wouldn't be able to use the mountains, which they would prefer. The reason I say these guys are attacking Turkey, I mean, even if they were using this to somehow get around into Germany from this direction, they have to go through Istanbul. The only reason they would ever walk into Turkey, and not go through Turkey to get down to the Middle East, go through the Middle East to get to Turkey, only reason for that is because they intend to attack it. You. Get out. You people too. Leave. Stop walking in my room. Okay. I think that's just about everything. We've got 3 guys in here. I'm gonna need to put a couple more in. Guam is now at 6. You just gotta get 1 more person, and then we'll be good. I'll have to get 5 more people. Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna end this one here. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.